4th April.
Order is, my lord, that is the last year, 10th April
10th
2019.
April 2019, by which the learned Civil
Refused to
Judge
extend.
Junior Division, Lalbagh, refused to extend the time for
Depositing the constitution amount as per the thing.
Extend the time to deposit the consideration amount on the basis of the prayer made by the judgment debtor. Judgment debtor to tu. Plaintiff to tu. You are the decree holder then.
But I am the degree holder.
But the plaintiff.
Yes.
The suit for specific performance of contract was decreed in favor of the plaintiffs, and the plaintiffs were directed to submit the rest of the consideration money amounting to rupees 15,454.
Yes, my lord.
Within কত days?
Within, my lord.
20 days.
No, 45 days.
Huh?
45 days.
Where is the decree?
My lord, you'll find that is at page 20. The last portion, my lord, they have a right to execute this in favor of 45 days and the hand
45 days
and 30 days, and the money should be paid within 30
from
days.
the date of the judgment, if not paid earlier, and to hand over the possession of the property to the wait.
And execute the decree.
1 minute. Now, the defendants were directed to execute
The decree.
and register the deed of sale in respect of the suit property in favor of the plaintiffs within 45 days from the date of the judgment, and to hand over possession of the suit property, if not delivered earlier, but the plaintiff would be, failing which the plaintiff would be at liberty to put the decree into execution, subject to deposit of remaining consideration amount of rupees 15,454 within 30 days from the date of the judgment. They delivered possession to you?
No. The execution case has been dismissed for non-compliance of the said order. That's why.
By the order, but where is the dismissal of the execution case?
That your lordship will find. Last portion of the order impugned. The delay in performing the order passed by this court occurred to in intentional latches on the part of the plaintiff, and while the same actually feels that the court enlarged. Be as it may, after passing of such judgment, court become functions sufficient for varying any part of the judgment passed by the. It can even be treated as a.
It appears that at the time of putting the decree into execution, the plaintiffs prayed, decree holders prayed for execution upon deposit of the remaining sum of rupees 15,454. A prayer for condonation of the delay in depositing the money was made. It was explained that the delay was unintentional and not on account of any laches on the part of the decree holders. Prayer for enlargement of the time to deposit the amount was made. The court did not find any plausible reason as to why such delay occurred, and hence refused to enlarge the time.
And functions officio, my lord. There's a specific case of
and held that after the judgment and decree had been passed, the court had become functus officio. As such, the judgment could not be varied. It was not a clerical mistake which was sought to be corrected by the decree holder, but a proper but it was in the nature of the enlargement, if allowed, would be in the nature of rectification of the judgment and decree. Next paragraph. Mr. Rai, learned advocate, appearing on behalf of the decree holders. Yes, what do you have to say, Mr. Rai?
That it is permissible, my lord.
Submits that.
This is a judgment reported by the Honorable Apex Court,
No.
1996, volume 11, SCC, page 228.
Give me the space provision of the specific relief act.
28.1, my lord. Provision for
Submits that.
it is another is crime promoters.
What is the apex court judgment?
It cannot be rejected, my lord, as a function of issue. If your lordship kindly consider this.
A reference submits that Section 28 of the Specific Relief Act 1963 the court may allow the purchaser or the purchaser to pay the purchase money or such other sum ordered by the decree No, this is when rescission is done. 20.
Yes, it is practically banned without granting me.
Order 21, there is a provision. Just see, I have not been, I remembered that.
So far, my lord, here, my lord, I came across one of these where it is said, before parting with the argument, which was the mentality of
The reference has been made to the decision of dash versus dash in dash reported in so and so. Past tense SLP করে দাও, civil special leave petition. যদি থাকে পরে আমি দেখে নেব।
At the top, my lord,
The learned court, learned apex, the Honorable Apex Court found extension of 3 months' time for deposit of the purchase money by a learned court was justifiable. Section 148 of the Code of Civil Procedure empowered the civil court to enlarge the time for complying with its own orders from time to time. Under those circumstances, the court had correctly exercised the discretion since the amount was deposited. When did you claim?
My lord, I filed this application on
Within 3 months.
2019. I filed this application 18 February 2019 and degree was passed, my lord.
In 1 year later.
17 to 18. And I have mentioned why it was done.
3 months from the date of dismissal was deposited within 3 months from the date of dismissal of the application under Section 28 in the said case.
The ground mentioned, my lord, not getting the certified copy because the certified copy of the degree was.
It is further reliance has been played on the decision of this versus this, by which the learned court, a division bench, by which a coordinate bench had held that Section 28 within bracket 1 of the Specific Relief Act 1963 empowered the court to extend time for making deposit under decree without making any distinction with regard to decrees, the nature of the decree. Thus, the finding of the learned court below that once the decree has been passed, the court had become functus officio and could not extend the time as paid for deposit of the amount, remaining consideration money in compliance of the decree is not correct. With regard to the ground for the delay, this court finds that the explanation given is reasonable. Where is that explanation?
That my lord will find at page
Page
27.
read it out.
দরকার পক্ষে নিবেদন এই যে এত নম্বর মোকদ্দমায় 17/2/2018
30 days you were asked to pay, na?
yes
That means within 17th March
2018
2018
I
you
got-
paid on.
I filed this application on 18th February 2019.
So around 11 months. delay.
11 months.
Yes.
And I got
The
the
1 minute. According to the judgment and decree, the amount was to be paid. No, এক সেকেন্ড দেখি তো ডিক্রিটা তোকে তো ইন লিউ অফ এক্সিকিউশন বলেছে। আচ্ছা, the judgment and decree directed that as per the judgment and decree dated February 17, 2018, the plaintiffs were granted liberty to execute the decree, provided rupees 15,454 was deposited with being the remaining consideration money was deposited within 30 days from the date of the judgment. The application for extension of time to deposit the money was filed on February 18, 2019. That is after 11 months from the date prescribed by the court. The ground for such delay has been explained in the application. Read it.
এই আদেশ হইবার পর রায় ও ডিগ্রি জবেদা নকলের দরখাস্ত দাখিল করা হয় এবং জবেদা নকল উঠিবার পর অবগত হওয়া যায় যে আদেশ হইবার 30 দিনের মধ্যে দলিলের মূল্য বাবদ এত টাকা জমা দিতে হইবে। উক্ত ডিগ্রি এবং উপরোক্ত জারি মোকদ্দমা দাখিলের সময় উপরোক্ত টাকা জমা দেওয়ার জন্য চালান জমা দেন। উপরোক্ত টাকা জমা দিতে যে বিলম্ব ঘটিয়েছে তা সম্পূর্ণ অনিচ্ছাকৃত হয়েছে।
তারপর
ডিগ্রির পক্ষে নিবেদন সম্বন্ধে সম্পূর্ণরূপে অবহিত থাকলে নির্ধারিত সময়ের মধ্যেই টাকা জমা দিতে, এতক্ষণ ওই অনিচ্ছাকৃত ত্রুটি মার্জনের মতো টাকা জমা দেওয়ার আদেশ করা আবশ্যক।
নাই।
The certificate from the date of the passing of the degree that was escaped from the notice. After obtaining the certified copy, my lord, it came. And that is in this court, my lord, the 3 years.
The explanation given is inadvertence and lack of knowledge of the petitioners. In any event, the petitioner cannot be deprived of his right to execute the decree only on the ground of such delay in deposit of the consideration money, when admittedly the judgment debtors have not complied with their part of the
Because there is there is no obligation to comply with because first duty is mine to deposit the mine.
No, that was not the judgment. See, they
Yes.
were supposed to execute. Look
But-
at the reading.
Yes.
It had been casted also.
Of
in
the
a-
plaintiff within 45 days from the date and to hand over possession of the property if not delivered earlier, failing which the plaintiff shall be liberated to put the degree subject to deposit remaining.
So which means what?
That they are also obliged to comply.
The plaintiff
Sorry,
could
madam,
not understand the true meaning of the judgment, which was confusing. The plaintiff understood the judgment as if the court had directed the defendant to execute the deed, and in failure of such execution, the plaintiff was required to deposit the consideration money and pray for execution. In any event, once the plaintiff decree holders have been favored with a decree of specific performance of contract on contest, the delay in depositing the money does not cannot be a reason for deprive the decree holders from enjoying the result of result of such decree when they are willing to deposit the amount. The execution, title execution case, the order impunity is set aside. The decree holder shall deposit the amount in the court below,
With the executing court.
before the learned executing court, within
As your lordship, my lord. I cannot.
10 days from date of communication of this order. Title execution case number 2018 shall revive. তারপরে deposit করবে. Such the execution case shall continue subject to payment of cost of rupees 5,000 to the judgment debtor.
Evidence service was handed over on the earlier yesterday.
It is there.
Yesterday, my lord. I am searching for the same affidavit service in my brief.
15,000 টাকার ডেফিসিটে 5,000 দিও না, 3,000। আচ্ছা 5,000 দিতে হবে।
5,000.
দিতে রাজি আছে।
The cost is between the court and the litigants.
To be paid to the judgment debtor or to his learned advocate within 7 days from in the learned court below.
To the judgment debtor, my lord. To the judgment debtor.
তাহলে to the judgment debtor ই করবো।
Grateful to you, lord.
Order impugned set aside, title execution revived, subject payment of cost of rupees 5,000 to the judgment debtor.
That is within
7 days from date of communication, and
remaining deposit within 10
remaining
days.
deposit within 10 days from date of
Date of
communication.
Grateful.
All right, the execution case then shall proceed thereafter. Yes, next matter, please. এটা নিয়ে যা বইটা পার্থ। Next. Eight. Item 8.
I'm led by Mr. Aniruddha Chatterjee. He will
8 কোনটা? Yes.
before
No,
the
the,
Lord's
yes.
virtual mode.
Yes. এই লাইভ স্ট্রিমিংটা বন্ধ করো।